Hello, everyone. I am Stephanie Bonte-Lebair, founder of the Empowered Voice and Empowered Business Networking, and this is our Voice of Your Passions business interview series. I am here with Colleen Strube, and I'm excited to share what she does to help people with follow-up in business. I'm going to read just a little bit about her, and we're going to dive into her passion, and she has a gift to share, so stay tuned if you're interested in learning how to up-level your follow-up processes. So Colleen is the creator and founder of Connect, Develop, Succeed LLC, a relationship marketing strategist and master connector. She has earned a master's in business administration and has attended over 5,500 networking events in the past 20 years. She helps small businesses and entrepreneurs make more money by building authentic relationships and staying top of mind with their prospects and clients. Colleen's passion is helping others succeed in life and business. Welcome, Colleen.
Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for having me.
I'm so glad you're here. So I like to just jump in with the most important question is, what are you passionate about when it comes to your business, when it comes to you helping people succeed?
Well, I mean, like I said, for the last 20 years, I've been networking. So I've been really passionate about helping people connect. From even going back, I realized that even back in high school, I was that connector person. I was the hub between various groups, and that went to my IT field. When I went there, I was the connector between the people on the manufacturing floor and the boardroom. And now in the business world and in marketing, I'm really help people find those strategic partners they're looking for, which then leads them to their clients that they're looking.
Yeah, and I'm super impressed with 5,500 networking events. Did you have to sit down and say, how many meetings do I go to a month?
I guessed on some of it, but there's been times, back when I first started, I started my journey in networking back in September 11th of 2001 was when I went to my first networking event. And it was 7:30 in the morning. And when I came out that day at 9 o'clock, things were changing in the world. And I just felt compelled to go back to that group for some reason. I mean, I knew everybody there was okay, but I felt compelled to go back. And that's when I turned left instead of going right in my journey. And there were times I was going to 3-4 networking events a day, the breakfast group, the lunch group, the after hours, and sometimes there was an evening group. And now with virtual, I can do it all day long. I can do it in multiple time zones. So I feel like that's part of my business and what I do. So, and really to serve my clients, I need to know what different types of groups are out there so that I can help guide them to where they want to go.
Absolutely. That's fantastic. And I've heard your story about that day on 9/11 when you went to your first networking meeting, and it's pretty powerful. So can you describe the client that you most are able to serve, or the transformation that you help provide for them when they work with you, and you help them find the best places to network and how to follow up?
So for the last 20 years, like I said, I've been curating a number of tools along the way to really help people stay top of mind, know what to say, how to say it, and find those networking groups. But in the last year or so, I've really dived into what's holding people back in being successful. And a lot of it is people know that they need to do their follow-up. We know what to do. It's just we don't do it. I mean, I've done it myself. I mean, you put it on the back burner, especially when I was going to so many networking meetings. You get done at the end of the day and you're like, oh, I'm done. Let's start the next day. And you go to more meetings and you realize that you haven't followed up with the person from the last meeting. It's a month later and you see those people and you're like, oh, we promised to do a one-to-one and we haven't scheduled it yet. So I created what I needed, which was a system to do the follow-up, a place to do it, and people to do it with. And one of the big things I wanted to do is I wanted to have fun while I was doing it. We were talking about follow-up in one of my masterminds, and I'm like, I just need to fall in love with follow-up. And that's kind of how I'm like, oh my God, that's it. That's what the program, that's what it's got to be, because like, if we just would fall in love with it, and want to do it every day, we do it. And we all want to, we all want to connect and do that. But I think, at least I know I had just the word follow up kind of had this heaviness to it. It was this backpack on your back. It's like, I have to do it. And it was, people just, when something's hard or they don't know how to do it, they just end up not doing it.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. So
Oh my gosh,
basically,
I love that. I love that follow up, fall in love with your follow up and making it fun. And what I also heard you say was do it with other people so that it's,
mhm,
you're doing it in like a supportive setting versus, what you got to do every day. You need to pick up the phone. You need to send that follow up email. You should be checking in with people. And it's like, some days you just don't want to do it. But if you've
just don't
got
want to
the
do it.
right
Yeah.
system in place or the right community that's around you, that's like cheering you on, that can make such a huge difference. So I love that. So would you mind sharing a success story with that you've had with one of your clients?
Sure. So one of the people that I've been working with her name is Monica, and she does a lot she has a training system. She also does a lot of conferences, and she joined the program, and LinkedIn was not like, she had a love-hate relationship with LinkedIn, and she's like, I just not on it. So part of the program that we do is we look at different social media platforms and we spend a little bit of time in there. And we're like, okay, today connect with your power partners on LinkedIn. Like, just reach out to schedule a one-on-one to get to know them. And we did that. She's like, oh, okay, fine, I'll do it. And we did it. And the cool thing was that, even during the hour that we were spending, she was getting responses, right? So the best thing she said, she came to me like the next couple of days. She's like, oh my God, you broke my calendar. And I'm like, oh crap, what happened? Right. I'm thinking something bad. And it's like, oh no, you don't really understand. I have so many appointments now that I need to reschedule some things because I've got so many appointments on my calendar. And she has a great closing rate when she meets people and has appointments. So it just skyrocketed the people on her conference and the sales that she's doing. So
I love that. You broke my calendar. Well, great. Well, tell us a top tip that you like to share with people to help them be better at connecting.
Well, I think that a tip is really something that you can do. And when we talked about doing things with people, right? So I think the top tip is make sure that you're surrounding yourself with amazing people, whether that's, in your networking groups, in your masterminds, your power partners. Just make sure that even in a Facebook group, that you can surround yourself with amazing people, because you're going to feed off of their energy. They'll feed off of your energy. And I always thought that, I'm a lifelong learner. I love to learn. So if I can share my knowledge with somebody and they can share their knowledge, we're both saving time, right? So
Yeah,
I would
I
say surround
so agree.
yourself with people.
Yeah, I so agree with this. And this is the whole, this is a whole foundation for what got you started was you found a group, right? And
Mhm.
that group, you all went through a powerful experience on that 9/11 day that kept you glued together, at least to start, right? So finding communities of people can make a huge difference for a small business owner because we're not meant to do it
Mhm.
alone, right? We are not meant to try to figure this all out ourselves. And so having the right resources and human capital around us can make such a big difference. So you have a gift for the viewers of this video. So explain to everyone what it is you're going to give away.
Sure. So I want you to try out the Fall in Love with Follow Up experience. So I want you to try it for 14 days. No cost to you at all. I'm not even going to collect the credit card. It's just going to be your name and your email. We'll get you started. You can try it, and then if you love it, which most people are doing, then we'll talk about that afterwards. And also, as another special bonus, I'd like to give everyone is I became a certified trainer from Make Life University, and I offer a boost your influence, increase your leads course. It's a 2 hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, depends on how much we chat. And it's really a workshop. It's so different than any other webinars. It's not you're going to come and listen to it. You're actually going to work on your personal networking plan for that. So if they are interested in that, I will also gift them that course.
Fantastic. So to claim your gifts from Colleen, you have to do a hashtag connect in the comments, and then Colleen will reach out to you with the specifics of how to get started. So just give a hashtag connect. Those are great gifts. We could all use better follow-up systems. I really don't know very many people at all who have their follow-up systems completely locked down. They are rare people. So I think this is such a universal message for anyone who's in business and who wants to be better at, nurturing the people that they are connected with already, and then finding new people to be a part of their tribe. So I'm super excited about this gift. I would love everyone. Of course, we're talking about networking today. We're talking about the power of community, to come visit our community. Colleen is a member of Empowered Business Networking. And if you'd like to come visit and meet other professionals like Colleen, you go to ebnnetworking.com and you can click right on our next event. We allow guests to visit the very first meeting of every month. And so you'll get a great taste for who's in our membership and the type of professionals that we serve, and whether this community feels like a good fit for you. So with that, thank you again, Colleen, for being on this really focused Voice of Your Passions interview. And I look forward to seeing who is going to be served by your Fall in Love with Follow-Up program. So with that, everybody, have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk soon.
Thanks. Connect soon.